Think about it. When was the last time you actually put yourself first without feeling guilty for it? Because most of us, especially women, we are professional self-abandoners. We'll drop everything for everybody else. And then we'll wonder why we feel resentful, why we feel tired, and why we feel invisible. That's why I wanted to do this episode, because the next 6 months just cannot look like the last 6. You cannot keep betraying yourself and expect to feel peace. What's up, Gray Bays, and welcome back to another episode of Life in the Gray. Before we start, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't have to worry about missing the next episode. And if you're not already on the 50/50 Club waitlist, then sis, what are you waiting for? Make sure you click that link down in the show notes, because all founding members join for free. Now go ahead and get comfortable, grab your water, your tea, your wine, because we are about to get into it. All right, so let's talk. The next 6 months, they're about you. Not your situationship, not your family drama, and not that damn job that drains the life out of you, but about you. What does self-abandonment really look like? It's not just you staying in those toxic relationships. It's you saying yes when your body is screaming no. It's you shrinking yourself in rooms so that other people feel comfortable. It's you avoiding your dreams because you're scared of outgrowing people. And it's also you over-explaining your worth instead of just allowing yourself to sit in it. The crazy thing is, self-abandonment feels very normal for most of us because society tells us to be everything to everybody. And that's where the black and white thinking comes in, because we think we either have to be selfless or selfish. But the truth is, you can live in the gray. You can take care of you without being a bad daughter, without being a bad friend, without being a bad partner. And again, I really wanted to talk about this topic this week because I've been hearing a lot of people talk about the great lock-in, where you lock in for the last few months of the year. But I want to take this time to challenge you to lock in for the next 6 months, because we are quickly realizing that all of the things that we were taught when we were growing up no longer applies. From the jobs, money, relationships, things are just completely different from how they were when we were children, and we have to be willing to adjust or get left behind. So I really love the fact that people are choosing to lock in on themselves because they finally get it. No one is coming to save you. And that's where the next 6 months being about you really comes in. Because if you don't lock in on yourself, life will keep reminding you that you should have. So many times we look back and we're like, oh man, if I would have just started this project years ago, I would be here right now. Oh man, if I would have just taken this risk this time, I would have been here right now. You don't want to do that any longer. If you are listening to this video right now, then this is your sign that it is time for you to start. Because I literally had to ask myself, am I living or am I just reacting to what everybody else needs from me? And once again, I'm not talking about a relationship. I've been single for 4 years, but also what people need from me at work, what people need from me and my family. And it's so easy to put all of their needs above my own. And it took a lot of work for me to start prioritizing what I needed. Sometimes I just need some silence. Sometimes I can use a little laugh. Sometimes I don't mind listening to a little tea, but sometimes I just don't want to hear it. I'm sorry. And me asking myself that question really started to change how I viewed life and how I showed up for myself. So the $1 million question, how do you stop abandoning yourself? Well, I don't know what works for everyone, but I can tell you what worked for me. First things first, I checked in with myself every single day. Literally would ask myself, what do I need today? And I made myself answer it. Do not give yourself the easy cop out of, oh, I don't know what I need. Oh, I don't need anything. You're always in need of something. I don't even care if it's, oh, I need to drink more water today, or maybe I don't need to go to the gym. Maybe I really need to stretch today. It can be the smallest thing, but never skip that question. The next thing I did was create at least one non-negotiable boundary. At least one. Once again, don't be afraid to start small. It does not have to be anything major. Maybe it's something just as simple as not accepting phone calls after 9 o'clock. Maybe it's you not lending out money because you're trying to save. But whatever that boundary is, make sure you stick to it. Number 3, keep one promise to yourself every week. I recently started doing this and it has definitely helped me a lot. Because if I say I'm going to work out 2 or 3 times this week, then damn it, I'm going to work out 2 or 3 times this week. If I said I'm going to journal, then I'm going to write all my thoughts down. I don't care if it's just 1 sentence, 1 word, or 2 pages. You have to show yourself that you can be trusted. Number 4, stop explaining so damn much. I had a major problem with that. And maybe because I just enjoy debating with people. So it's just second nature for me to automatically have a response for everything or to try and explain everything. But no, sis, we're not doing that anymore. That's all a part of your detachment process. If you have not seen the detachment process, make sure you go check out episode number 36, which is Detachment 101. And then yes, make sure you go check that out, because detachment means that you don't have to justify what's protecting your peace. You do what you got to do for you. No explanation needed. And then number 5, choose silence over begging. Never beg anyone to show up for you, because silence teaches you who respects your boundaries. So never beg. Let the silence do its job. And listen, I do not want you to confuse consistency with perfection, because you will mess up. But every time you catch yourself and you choose to get up again, you choose you again, sis, that's growth. Now let's talk about the emotional shift you will experience during this process. When you stop abandoning yourself, you notice 3 major things. First, your anxiety goes down so much. You no longer need constant reassurance, and you will feel so much relief because of that. The next thing, girl, your standards are going to rise, because what you used to tolerate now feels disrespectful. And then your energy shifts. You stop chasing, and that's when your magnetism comes in, because you will start to attract better because you're rooted in you. This is what gray looks like. It's not perfect. It's not fully healed, but choosing you more often than you abandon you. So ask yourself, if I made the next 6 months about me, what would change? My advice today, lock in on you. Stop waiting for the right time, the right person, or the right opportunity. If you keep abandoning yourself, the next 6 months will look like the last. So choose you, even when it feels uncomfortable, because if you can do that, everything else will fall into place. All right, Gray Bays, that is it for today's episode. And don't forget to subscribe so that you never miss a new drop. And if you want to be a part of the community where women are constantly choosing themselves, then make sure you click that link down in the show notes. And the next 6 months, they're about you. So stop abandoning yourself and watch how your life changes. Until next time, sis, choose you.